What's up guys, FRN Like in here, and today we will be playing some Ranked in Diamond. We are playing as Elise, and we are with Samira, so an aggressive combo, and I think Elise and Samira definitely are a good combo, but you have to play aggressively for it to work. We have Kennen top, Malphite jungle, so we have a lot of all-in potential in our team comp, with Kennen going in, Malphite going in, Zoe for pick potential, also me for pick potential, and then Samira can engage and then just clean up with her ultimate. That's the idea. So they have Twitch, who has a weak laning phase, and then Melio. Melio is a strong support, I would say, but with Twitch, because he has a weak laning phase, we want to be aggressive in this lane. We want to get level 2 and then go in aggressively if we can, because he, again, I just keep repeating it, but he has a weak laning phase and we need to take advantage of that. So let's try to get level 2 and then go in. Flash and Ghost. Back at 650 for Flash and then 450 for Ghost. Ghost is 4 minutes, Flash is 5. That was nice. So now we can just push them in. I could go for a player. I have Cocoon. Flash, back at 7. We can push it in. Just damage. Just deal 1 auto to the turret, which Samir did, just to deal a bit of extra damage. Proc the gems. That's what I call those things on the barnacles, so to speak, on the turrets. To just proc that damage, because it deals extra damage when you auto those barnacles or gems. Yeah, this is very good. Need to keep highlighting this. Twitch has a weak laning phase, so you have to take advantage of that and play aggressively. And that's the issue when you're playing an enchanter. If I were playing Soraka or Nami, I mean, they are good champions, but you just can't apply the same pressure that you can as Elise or other assassin type supports. But still, like, Elise is kind of special. She just, because she has an out, even if you're caught out, even if you mess up, you have repel, which is an insane ability. Okay, we need to rotate to this. Maybe, yeah, I mean, he's not gonna rotate there, so we got it, but maybe we can mess with him. Flash, back at 8, 820. A lot of flashes. Good for us. Because the thing is that even if we're not getting a kill on Hecarim there, or even Melio or Twitch earlier, I mean, we did, but even if we didn't, it's still so good to get those flashes, because, you know, you kind of don't realize it, but it has this natural passive effect on the game where the opponent just, they have to be wary. They have to always think to themselves, I used flash, so I have to play more passively. The effect of blowing your opponent's flash is not nearly as apparent as getting a kill, obviously, but it's so good. What is this Melio doing? Yeah, I don't want to go in because they have a big wave, and I don't want to aggro the wave, so that's why I'm not going in here. But honestly, I don't know what this Melio is doing. She's just like in La La Land, not focusing at all. So Hecarim is topside. I mean, he was bot, and he cleared his camps. We saw him when he blew flash, so he's most likely topside now. Most likely. And there's no objective, no scuttle bot side, so top side is reasonable to assume. I don't mind going for Melio. I don't really care if we go for Melio or Twitch. I usually like to go for the support, actually, and the reason is because, and this is something in any ELO that I've been, doesn't matter if it's literally Iron, because I have been in Iron. I have a series on my channel, On Ranked to Diamond, where I literally started in Iron. It doesn't matter if it's Iron or if it's Diamond, or I'm playing with, you know, even higher than that, because sometimes I might have a Master player in my game. But almost everyone, almost always, regardless of ELO, they say, like, why are you going on the support? You should go on the ADC. And in my mind, I'm like, that's exactly why you don't do it, because it's obvious. So that's why I don't do it, because it's obvious and they don't expect it. Melio is focused on Twitch when I'm walking up like that. She's focused on, or he is focused on Twitch. And then I go for him and he's taken by surprise, and that's Why I do it? Because it's easier. It's much easier to land skill shots and surprise your enemy when you do things they don't expect. But of course, there's a limit to that approach, which is, for example, let's say they don't expect me to go on Ornn, but if I do go on Ornn, it's generally a bad decision because he's so tanky, so I'm just going to waste a lot of cooldowns and item passives and so on if I go on the tank, so it just doesn't make sense. So, you know, you have to really think about it smartly, like how you approach the game and just how you can be unpredictable but also play efficiently. Very nice. Not sure where Emilio is. Maybe he's in the brush there. Maybe you put a pink down. Okay, he's just in lane. I need to use my relic stacks. And I want us to just... Okay, so the fact that Emilio is sweeping tells me that their jungler might be bot side. So we just want to chill. We don't want to play aggressively right now. Until Hecarim shows on the map. He might be on Scuttle. He might be taking Scuttle. Or he might be pathing to Scuttle. They could freeze the wave. And it looks like they are. And yeah, so Hecarim is there. So there you go. You need to always look at the map. Always think about the jungler especially. Like, where is the jungler? And then just play it slow. That's really the key thing too. Like, play it slow. Don't rush. Like, we are obviously winning. And I want to play aggressively. But you gotta play smart and measured. So now it's pushing towards us. We can see that because they have more minions than we do. I don't want the Samir to keep hitting the minions. Just let them push us in. Because then we can just chill. We don't need to do anything. Because we don't know where Hecarim is. But by this point, he's probably topside. Or he recalled and he's gonna go topside now, most likely. So now it's probably safe to go in. I have flash. Samira's a bit... Okay, she's going in aggressively. Okay, now I can look to re-engage. I have flash. Nice. 12:57 for Emilio's flash. Grubs are up. I'm assuming Hecarim is going to take them, but it depends on his health. If he's low health after that gank, then he can't. Always want to remove scryers. Never want my opponent to have that because it just... Okay, we can dive Emilio. Okay, so he's backing off. Okay, yeah, I don't want to waste more time on this. I want to just take this pink. And then maybe even rotate top. It's pushing towards us, so we are safe now to just recall because the wave is going to crash or just go back to us slowly. So going top. Okay, Hecarim is on grubs. It's good ult from Malphite. So now what I'm thinking is I can still go top. And then I can help with grubs, but that's not the main thing. The main thing is diving top. But I'm not 100% sure because they have an Ornn and he's tanky, but that's kind of what I want to do, especially if they had a Fiora or something. That's what I would do. Like if they had something more squishy, but because they have an Ornn who's tanky, I'm not sure if I want to commit to a tower dive just yet. Malphite is rotating. Yeah, as Elise, you're an assassin, but that doesn't mean you can just assassinate anyone. You need to go for the squishy targets, almost always. You have to prioritize them. Of course, sometimes you're in these really messy games where you just don't really have a lot of good options and you're kind of forced to go on the tank even though you don't want to, just to deal damage. But generally speaking, the ideal way to play Elise is to go on the squishy target. Doesn't matter who it is. Support, ADC, top, jungler, doesn't matter. The main thing is, the only real condition for Elise to go on someone is they are squishy. They don't have, or they are an off tank. They don't primarily build tank items. Tom, for example, is a hard counter to Elise in a lot of ways because he is so insanely tanky. When he gets even just Giant's Belt, he doesn't even need to complete Heartsteel. He just goes Giant's Belt, and he's a huge problem. Okay. I mean, so we set that up. Oh, maybe I can help her. He flashed. Good for us. Back at 15-30. Okay, he's gonna go up to his Krugs, maybe. So maybe I can actually kill him, maybe, or stop him. Okay, so he sees me. But maybe I can still mess with him. I just want to... I'm not even looking to kill him right now. I just want to delay him. I want him to just feel a bit scared and more tentative about walking into his own jungle. That's really all that was. Just preventing him from recalling and just making him feel that pressure from me. I don't really need a second pink when I haven't completed my support item because it costs more. When my support item is completed, the cost goes down to 40 from 75. So I want to wait to spam buy pinks until I get or complete my support quest. Their bot lane is not showing, so they might be rotating to dragon, like Melio especially, yeah, to try to ward. But I don't want Melio to get any wards down, so I want complete control of their jungle. Maybe we can get Malice. He's gonna walk around, so I need to be in spider form so I'm faster, because you walk faster in spider form. Flash, back at 17. 17-12. That's good. He could have killed me if he had his ultimate. I'm not sure if he does or not. I don't know what the Sekram is doing. But if Malzahar had his ultimate there, I'm pretty sure he could have killed me. Okay, he used his ultimate on me. Yeah, here you go. Just look at how tanky Ornn is. Like, yeah, pinging. Yeah, Emilio that's exactly what we need to do. We just ping the squishies, ignore Ornn. That's what we need to do. Ignore Ornn over the squishies. I mean, our Kennen should at least be able to CC him and Malphite too. Yeah, this is not good. This is really not good. But Twitch is going to recoil in that brush. I can't catch up to him. No way. I don't have flash. Okay, I got the kill at least. Can't really... Maybe I can just try to steal blue. Yeah, not really much I can do right now. Ornn is pushing. So, he is tanky though, so I don't really want to waste time on trying to go for him. Because it is really hard to take down. Okay, so they know I'm in the brush. And Herald is spawning in 50 seconds. So I want to get ready for Herald. Still winning this game, but definitely got harder. I have flash, ignite, so that's good. Always want to look for those flash or E-flash plays with Elise. So whenever you have flash, just if you see a squishy, potentially like now, but you need your teammates around you though, because as a lead support, you're still working on a budget. So even though you are pretty strong, you're not necessarily strong enough to actually kill someone. You can get them down to like 20% health, but not 100 to 0. I'm also, just to explain, I'm staying here, so I know obviously Malphite and Zoe are bot side, especially our jungler. That's really the main thing because they have a ward here. Our jungler is bot side. Of course, I understand that, but then you might be wondering, so why am I standing here? What am I doing here? I'm guarding Herald. In case Hecarim or anyone starts Herald, I can't really go in because no one is with me. That was a perfect chance to use my E, but Samiri's not coming with me, so... Nice. Yeah, this Melio is, like I said before, in La La Land. Don't know what he's thinking. Being so careless, just walking into the brush. Maybe it's an autofill or a non-support main, because he is just not thinking, it seems, like on complete autopilot. Like nothing is happening and he's just like walking around into brushes when he knows he's up against an Elise. Can't do that. I want us to get this Herald. Maybe we can use the top. Maybe dive Ornn. Maybe. I need my teammates to come. Alphite does not seem very interested in getting this Herald for some reason. Malice is bot, so we need to make use of that. We could actually fight now because he's bot side. But I want us to get Herald first before we fight. Okay. So maybe we can just use the top instead. Use Herald top. Waiting for cooldowns. I have flash. Nice. That was a good example of what I was talking about earlier, where sometimes you have to go on the tank. Even if you're an assassin, even if you're playing Elise Support, for example, and you know you have no chance, no realistic chance of really dealing a lot of damage to that tank, to that top laner, and secure a kill or anything like that, or be like a threat in that sense where you really get them low. But he was the only available target, so that's why I did it. So if the tank is the only available target, that's when you go for them as the Elise support or as a squishy assassin support like Pyke. Obviously, Pyke should not go for Ornn unless he's low, or unless he literally has no other realistic option. Oh, this is looking really good for us. We can actually just wait here. So I swept this. We know for a fact they don't know that we're here. They are assuming, but they don't know. That was a bad E by me, but it is what it is. We got the kill on Heck. It's good that I didn't use flash though. If I did flash, if I did E flash 100%, I'm sure I would have gotten that. But the cocoon is so easy to miss. It's insane. It really is. No excuse though. Like I missed that. I should have hit it, but that's just a reality of playing Elise. You are gonna miss a lot of E's. You really are. I just want to stop their backs. Let Zoe push bot side. Get plates, get gold, get stronger. And I want us to get top turret. That's important. Just to get that map pressure, map control. The more turrets you get, the more map control you get. Baron up in a bit more than a minute. I want us to get this top turret, but it is an Ornn, so I don't really want to necessarily tower dive. Okay, Ornn is bot side, so that means someone else is going to cover top. And if so, then we can dive. Let's get some deep wards down. Not good that she died, but at least I'm making use of that. So I'm just kind of using Zoe or my teammates, if they're out of position, I'm using them as a distraction so I can just get things done on the opposite side of the map. So I'm at least making use of her just dying for nothing. So it's not for nothing. So we are getting something out of that. And in this case, we're getting deep vision in their jungle, which is invaluable. It's so good, especially as Elise, because you can really make use of that. You can ping your teammates to come with you and then assassinate someone. Could flash in on this Melio, but no one is really in position to help, so I'm not going to do that. Hecarim, maybe we can get him. I'm sure they have a ward here. Yeah. Zoe is bot side. But it seems like his Melio is not doing a good job with wards. It doesn't seem like they really have much vision. It's just really like superficial. Like Not even in their jungle, just maybe like one or two brushes in their jungle. They don't have any control of their topside jungle at this point. I'm just gonna get this blue. Just because sometimes I see people, no one takes it, and then it goes away, it expires, and then we get nothing for it. And I hate that, seeing that. Okay, TP. Then I want to save my cooldowns for... Okay, okay, I might die here. At least I got a bit of damage off before I died. Okay, that's kind of tilting. Yeah, that was a TP play. Back at 26, TP back at 26. Yeah, this is not good. Everything is just broken up. Everyone is just like doing their own thing, playing individually. We're not playing as a team. Yeah, this is not good. Okay, that is good. And this goes back to everything that's happened so far in the game, where I was controlling lane and I helped Samira get stronger, obviously, and then she's gotten strong, gotten kills. I mean, if she were not as strong, she probably would have died in this exact situation. And then, the enemy would have gotten stronger, so everything is connected. What happens early, what happens late. That's why you always want to, when you get a lead, you want to maintain that lead. Okay, that was my bad. I didn't mean to aggro Baron like that. Yeah, I think we need to... Okay, so I have my team with me. That was bad. I did not mean to aggro Baron like that. That was really bad. But yeah, everything is connected. So when you get a lead, you want to maintain it. Okay, this is bad. Yeah, we need to just back off here. Not take any chances. He's strong. We should just back off. We shouldn't even fight at this point. Okay, Twitch is there. He's probably gonna get that kill. Oh. Maybe we can get him? Okay, so we got him. Yeah, this is really messy, and that was my bad too, because I aggroed Baron. Did not mean to do that. That was 100% unintentional, just a misclick. But at least Kennen is getting a lot done, so he's making use of all this nonsense, all this chaos going on. You have really no AD damage at all as Elise. Like, it's laughably low. Like, her autos deal no damage at all. You really are a caster. When you're playing Elise, you're playing as a caster. When I say caster, I mean like, Syndra or Twisted Fate for that matter, or Akali. You use your abilities. That's what it means when someone is a caster. Okay, Dragon is up, so we should just get that instead at this point. Okay, he dies, and then Dragon is up, so that is really bad, but I do have my Zhonya's component, so I can use Zhonya's. I can use the active. Oh, and Hecarim is low. We should probably... Yeah, we should fight. We should fight. I think I misclicked there. I was gonna get Malzahar, but I think I misclicked. Oh no. So Twitch was not even part of that until the very end. Okay, this is really bad. This is seriously tilting. Because we have been winning, but Twitch is getting to be a big problem. Now he's like just getting free kills for nothing. I don't even know how Zoe and Malphite died. Like, Malphite ulted in, and we only got one kill, and Hecarim was already super low, so that was a complete fail of a fight. I mean, I even cocooned Malzahar, and he even survived. That should not have happened. I mean, I misclicked though. I think I should have gotten that kill, but I think I misclicked, so that was really bad. But like, I feel like my teammates really misplay that. I think the decision to go for that play, to fight, considering how low Hecarim was correct. But there must have been a huge mechanical misplay from my teammates. I mean, also for me because I misclicked, but also for my teammates. So, yeah, we should not have lost that fight. At least not that hard. Zoe's bot side. I want to go in here, but my teammates are not with me, so I can't really. I can't really do it. I need to be careful. I need to play measured. And I want to remove this pink. Okay, so we're all together. I want to remove this pink. I don't want them to have any vision of the pit. Okay, that's nice. Okay, I'm taking a lot of damage. Okay, that's a misclick. Did not mean to do that. But it kind of, yeah. It's not the absolute worst because I'm close to Sonya's, but yeah, that was a misclick. That was really bad. But I did negate some of the damage from Baron though, so it's something. Okay, nice. Yeah, I don't know. The Twitch's positioning was really bad. Yeah, I was gonna cocoon him so he couldn't use his R. Or activate his R. Okay. So, a bit of a messy game, but that was good. And Twitch definitely severely mispositioned. I survived. That's super good. I got my Sonya's now, so I got the active back. So I'm just getting a bit lucky right now because I have made a few misplays with the team fight earlier with Malzar. I should have gotten that kill, and now I misclicked and used my Sonya's active. But that's, that's also part of the game. You roll with the punches. You make mistakes and you misclick and you mess up, but then you continue. You roll with it. It's about how you recover. It's not just about dominating. I want my teammates to. I mean, we need to get. Someone needs to get red buff. Why is no one taking red buff? See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Why is no one taking our free red buff? I'm not doing it because I'm Elise Support. And we need to go for Baron. We have to remove this. We cannot give them vision in the pit. Okay, nice. Waiting for cooldowns. Just gonna walk around, try to flank. Okay, at least we got Baron, but yeah, we lost the fight. But yeah, we got Baron. That's the good thing at least. But yeah, that's. I mean, we were winning so hard early game, like the first 10, maybe 15 minutes, and now it's like we are still winning, but it's getting pretty scary because Twitch is he can clean everyone up. Dragon is coming up, and that's gonna be Soul, so we really want to get Dragon right now. Okay, let's head to just ward the pit and just try to set something up. I need help to clear this pink. I can't do it alone. I need Zoe to come with me or... Okay, that's good. That she's using her bubble there, just zoning them off it. That's really good, actually. So you might be like, she missed it or it's not a big deal. It's actually a big deal because she's zoning them off. And now I removed Malzar's passive. That's really, really good. So now we can hit skill shots on him. Okay, that's huge. Huge. We need Malphite to come. Okay, Twitch deals a lot of damage. Malphite wasn't... Yeah. Okay. I need to be super careful. He still has his dash thing. I can't go in. Okay, there it is. So now I can deal a bit of damage from afar. But I need to be careful about the cooldown of it because it's going to come back up. Okay, Malphite is getting destroyed by Ornn. Okay, we need to go back. I think we're wasting too much time here. And he's tanky. Don't waste time on tanks. They're so hard to kill, and then... Yeah, you can lose the fight like that. I want Malphite to just... Okay, we're getting TP play. In that case, maybe we can get something going. Malphite almost has ultimate. Kennen almost has ultimate. TP from them. Nice. Okay. Very nice. Yeah, look at how insanely strong he is. I could have committed. I could have flashed in on Twitch the second I saw him, but I didn't have Cocoon. Pretty sure I didn't have Cocoon there when he showed. So I think it was good that I actually just stayed back and just played that calmly, because yeah, it can completely change the game. He can single-handedly change the course of the game. He can, if he just sweeps us up, if he just cleans us up with his ultimate, he just comes in at the end. All of his entire team can die, and if we're all low enough that he can just proc his passive and then use E, that's game over. So I want to get Twitch. That's really my goal. But it's maybe not that realistic, because he can stand far back and then he can queue in. Well, the only thing I can do is put a pink in a brush and hope that he walks past it or through it. But yeah, and then he has Melio with him too, which, yeah, it's scary. But at least we got Soul. That's huge. And we should get this bottom inhib and maybe try to make a play in their jungle. That's what you want to do as Elise. You want to be in, like, deep in the enemy jungle and just catch people out that way. Let's go back and replenish wards. Yeah, Baron is up in 120, so I don't want to do anything too crazy, because we need to think about that timer. Because if we were to fight, or if I just die now, they're going to get a lot of control of Baron, of the pit. Like, Melio can walk up, he can put a lot of wards down and so on. That's really bad. So it's very important that I don't die right now before Baron. I want us to try to make a play before Baron. That would be ideal. Kennen can split and then TP in. Not getting any help clearing this. Okay, so they are definitely tentative. They're very careful. They know that we're here. But I do have flash, so if, I mean, they have to walk up. They have to check when Baron spawns. We need to push the waves. We need to push top wave. Okay, did she land that? Oh, it's good. It's good that she tries to land those bubbles, though. That's exactly what she should be doing. Through the walls, extend the bubble distance, the range. That's exactly what she should be doing. But we should just wait here right now, because they have to check if we're on Baron. Or they can just concede it and give it to us. That's an option too, but it's A or B. Okay, that was intense. We need to get this turret. I'm not sure if we can end, but we have to get this turret. Just ignore Ornn and get the turret. And now we can maybe get him. Okay, he flashes. Let's not waste time. Let's get the inhib. Maybe we can end. I think we can end. GG to my team. Well played.